What's up, guys? This is Rise and welcome to another video. You guys probably saw on Twitter, maybe you did, maybe this is brand new to you, but there were a lot of new updates in terms of moves within Pokemon Go PvP, and Niantic had a little bit of a glitch in their system where Primeape was able to learn Weather Ball. It wasn't supposed to be able to learn Weather Ball, but you could teach it Weather Ball for a little bit, probably only like, I don't know, 25 minutes or so before they banned it from GBL. Now, if you try and use Primeape, you cannot use it. So, that's the situation. But your boy Rise acted fast. I was watching PV Poke on Twitch, and I was able to sneak in a set with Primeape using Weather Ball. I'm not suggesting that these battles are like anything special or great, but you're gonna see Weather Ball Primeape in action for one set from yours truly. Let's get into it. All right, getting into the battle. So I paired it, I think, mostly with Tropius in these 5 battles and kind of switched around the third Pokemon. So we're in this first matchup, Lapras versus Swampert. Pretty much a fine matchup for our Lapras. They actually swapped into a Skarmory, and our back 2 Pokemon are pretty dang weak to Skarmory. So this is like super fortunate for us. And by the way, these battles are in like the 3050 range. I ended today at 3100, so I should be like pretty high in the leaderboards tomorrow. But it's actually really fortunate for us that he swapped in the Skarmory, because this is like our only answer for Skarmory. So a little bit of lag there. We actually use our shield just in case it was a Brave Bird. We have to maintain this alignment of Lapras versus Skarm. We take it out, no messing around. What's going to come in? I expect perhaps the Swampert. No, a Registeel comes in. And I'm thinking at this point, okay, I think I'm just going to let my Lapras go. I align my Primeape with the Reggie. I align my Tropius with the Swampert, and GG's. Tropius has Air Slash, which makes it a little tricky because I know the Swampert's probably running Sludge Wave, and it has a lot of energy stored. But I figured this is such a good matchup for Primeape, and I do instant swap because I knew he was probably going to want to throw a move right away, and I do catch the Hydro Cannon, which is nice. Going up to a Leaf Blade. I know this is a Sludge Wave. I'm like, you know what? It's not Stab. Tropius is so tanky, I'd probably survive it. And I do survive it. And these mud shots are triple resisted because double resisted from the flying and single resisted from the grass. So I'm like, I can survive these mud shots. He actually lets it go, and he tries to lock on down with Registeel. But yeah, this Leaf Blade will do enough chip damage. And yeah, I don't know why he didn't shield that at that point, because his only play was to survive enough counters to get to 2 moves. And I'm pretty sure my Primeape would actually survive a Flash Cannon. So, Weather Ball Primeape, game 1, gets the win. But you see it had Weather Ball there, right? We didn't use the Weather Ball. I was thinking about, for the potential video, just like throwing the Weather Ball, even though it's completely unnecessary. But I should have. I totally should have. But what if that let him get to him like a Focus Blast and it killed me? That would have been pretty bad. Okay, pretty bad lead against a Toxicroak. We're running a Water Gun Lantern for some reason. I was just trying to like mix it up a little bit. Not a whole lot of thought came into this. I'm like, okay, I need just a Skarmory answer in front and then 2 things in back, I guess was my thought process. I have to align the Tropius with this thing. So he goes, he landed the Mud Bomb. We just go Thunderbolt, and we let ourselves get countered down, which is not ideal. We come in Tropius, and he swaps into a Jellicent, and I'm like, okay, this is good that our Primeape is going to avoid this thing. And I'm just kind of going for these Leaf Blades right away. I sneak in an Air Slash there, which is really nice. Jellicent, also a new Pokemon. You can get it from GBL Rewards. Frillish is its pre-evolution, and then it evolves into Jellicent. I take it out there with a Leaf Blade. I'm expecting maybe the Toxicroak comes in since it has so much energy. But no, a Zweilous comes in, and I'm expecting the swap out, and I'm like, oh man, I guess I let this go because and I was clicking the Weather Ball. Did you see that? I clicked the Weather Ball because I knew he was going to counter swap, and surprisingly, does Toxicroak win CMP? I would have thought Primeape would win CMP, but at this point, I have to shield this because I know if it's a Sludge, it'll do way more than anything that Zweilous can throw at me. Unfortunately, it was only a Mud Bomb, so kind of a wasted shield. but Zweilous is quite frail, and a Leaf Blade would almost KO from this range. So this is getting super close. I throw one, I'm one away from the next, I get to it. You're probably saying like, Leaf Blade's resisted, why not go for the Aerial Ace? Well, I think Leaf Blade's all I'm gonna need here, and it is indeed. Leaf Blade is actually much more energy efficient because it's a really good move, and Aerial Ace is not. So we get another win without really using the Weather Ball, but we're gonna use some Weather Balls. We're in the lead now, Primeape with Weather Ball. We're gonna actually use it this game, but this game goes terribly wrong. This is a terrible loss. I'm spoiling it ahead of time. We land the Weather Ball, does some really nice damage. It was CMP, and I failed to recognize by the Swampert lead that this was going to be FP Styx's line. If I had recognized that this was going to be FP Styx's line, I probably would have swapped immediately into like Skarmory or something. But as you see, the Skarmory takes me out, and now I'm like, oh crap, this is FP Styx line of Swampert, Skarmory, Registeel, and I have a Tropius in back, and I'm totally going to lose this game. And there's practically no point of me even staying in. But I'm just going to stay in case for some reason it's not a Registeel in back, even though I know like 99% sure that it is a Registeel. So I'm staying in just because that little chance. He debuffed himself, so I go for this Sky Attack right away. I get a shield. Nice, nice, nice. I'm like, okay, is he going to Brave Bird me again here? If he does, I could probably take him out with Trope. And he Brave Birds me again. I'm like, okay, that's all right. And I'm like going for the farm down. I'm going for the air/farm down of a Skarmory. And I'm going to shield this. I'm like, maybe it's like I get lucky and it's like an Azu or something and I have a chance. But as you see, nope, it's the Reggie. And at this point, I'm like, there's nothing I can do. I surrender. I surrender sometimes if I realize there's no win condition. I have no problem surrendering. Okay, so I picked a new Pokemon. I forget what it was. We'll see in a second. Going against Ash in this next game. I'm leading Stunfisk. Unova and Stunfisk. Oh, I think they're in. Oh, man, this game. I'm running Stunfisk and Bronzong. Oh, my gosh. This ends up pretty bad. This is one of those frustrating games that you feel like you think you have, and then it all goes sideways. I should probably not spoil them. I should probably keep you guys guessing. But in a pretty decent scenario here, he actually lets them both go through. I'm like, if you want to use all your energy on a Hydro, that's cool. And he does. So he uses the Hydro. And I'm just going to counter this thing down and get a lot of head start energy. What's going to come in? It's a Marowak. And I'm like, yes, let's go. I can land these Weather Balls on the Marowak. And yeah, I land the first one. I'm expecting a shield the second. I probably should have aggressively swapped right here, knowing what happens. But I stay in for now because the confusion damage would have done a little bit. Shadow Bone, I have to shield. I go for another. He catches it on his Zweilous, and I'm like, oh no. Man, if I had gotten to the close combat, I think I might have actually had a chance this game. But, and then I don't even get to the Weather Ball. That's pretty bad. In comes Bronzong. Zweilous double resists its confusions. I have to respect the Dark Pulse here, so I shield. And then our opponent decides to be a nudge and body slam betas for no reason. Like that was, this opponent totally had this game in the bag. He could have just Dark Pulse twice or Dark Pulse then Shadow Bone. He would have won, but he baited to send a message. That's like Dylan. Dylan's this really good battler from Canada. And today I had Mew versus Alolan Marowak, and he double Bone Club baited me, and it got both my shields. Oh my god. Okay, an Excadrill. And this is a new Pokemon that we're playing against. It has Mud Shot now, which allows it to get to its charge moves a lot faster. It has Drill Run, Rock Slide, and Iron Head, I believe. So I'm like, okay, I know this is really attack weighted, but I know a Rock Slide won't KO me. And he goes Iron Head. And because I'm so paranoid at this game, I'm like, what if he baited me with an Iron Head and then goes Rock Slide, even though I think the Iron Head is like a little more energy? And then luckily for us, fortunately, a Hypno comes in. And we have, so now our Primeape's going to avoid this Hypno. We have to get off this Leaf Blade energy to chip away at the Hypno, and then we're going to go in Wiggly. I mistapped, otherwise I would have gotten there one sooner, which actually would have been really good for us. And at this point, I still have a shield. I'm like, if he focus blasts me, he focus blasts me. It's unlikely he's running it. He lands the Thunder Punch. That's fine. I get another Charm through, so I should live this punch. And then the Charm should take him out. And then he makes a mistake. Watch this. He comes in with the Excadrill. But it's so glassy, the Charm actually takes it out, even though it's a Steel type. And then in comes Azu. And I'm like, okay, we've got to be tricky here. And I come in, I farm up some energy. And then I try and catch. I don't catch. And then he throws. I'm like, okay, Primeape is just a shield. We let Primeape go. And now it all comes down to Trope. We still have a shield. It looks like he might not have Ice Beam. Or he just went for Play Rough against the Fighter type. That could be too. And yeah, this is going to be really close. It kind of comes down to if he has Ice Beam or not. And he doesn't have Ice Beam. So now we should be good. We win CMP in case it comes down to that. And I think he is actually still one bubble away. It would have been the same result. I could have gone for the double Leaf Blade here or just gone for the Air Slash down. It looks like he didn't have a move. So we end up taking that one. So in the 5 games, we were able to use Weather Ball Primeape before it got banned. We had a little bit of success. We went positive overall. I'm not going to lie to you and say, oh my God, Weather Ball Primeape is the most busted, amazing Pokemon in the game. I don't think it's like that crazy good, but it's just kind of funny that it got a move that it shouldn't really know. And there we catch a Frillish for the first time, registered to the Pokedex. And yeah, we did land one on an AWAC, a Fire type, which probably caught it off guard. 3060 ELO. I'm up to 3100 at the time of making this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Let me know if you got Weather Ball on your Primeape and you have it stored. We can't use it in GBL, but it's kind of a cool, funny little thing that happened. All right, I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.